All right, what's up? Got a couple things from Amazon. Got my Win68 keyboard, mechanical keyboard. This is a Win60 on top of it. So really the only difference is that the Win68 is going to have the arrow keys. So really excited for that. I want this for my actual work machine, not my gaming PC. So it'll be nice to have that distinction right there since I do have two separate rooms for my gaming setup and my office setup. I also got this G502 Logitech mouse, and that's going to be replacing. I can't remember exactly what this one is. What is this one? The Pro Gaming Mouse 0052. I don't know where the exact product thing is on this mouse, but it's going to be replacing this mouse from my gaming setup. So this will be my gaming mouse, and this will be my my business office mouse. And let's see what else we got here. A gaming pad, because the gaming pad I'm using for my office setup sucks, and I'm going to use the old gaming pad for my actual gaming setup as my office pad because that pad is too large for that size of desk because I am using a smaller desk for my gaming setup. So this will be that replacement, and it's a little bit smaller too, so it'll work out. But I don't know what to unbox first. Maybe the Aula. Where's my knife at? All right, and sorry if I sound a little bit congested. I don't know why. Oh yeah, because I took Chai out and it's freezing cold outside. It went from 60-something degrees to 35, I believe it is outside right now, overnight. That's just Georgia, North Georgia for you. Back up, Chai. Hey. Safety first. Careful. It can jump out at you. Ah. It's like nothing scares me. What are you talking about? I just want to know what's in the box. Win68. Let's see. Back up. Stay. Comes pretty well packaged. And I was going to do a separate review for this keyboard. I may still do that. I just don't know what style I want to record it. Whether or not I want it to be a voiceover or similar to this, which is like a live action kind of thing. But here it is. Like I said, it comes very well packaged. How much was this thing? Like 40-something, I think. Maybe even cheaper than that. Got the arrow keys, page up, page down. Feels identical to the Win60. Oops. Light. Be light. Oh no. Yeah, it feels really identical. Only a couple centimeters longer too. So yeah, this would be good for a business setup. They don't have the little legs right here, but I can tell y'all that the typing angle is perfectly fine. I don't have any problems with it. And yeah, really happy with this. And it's an online only, what do you call it? Online only software to do your lighting controls and your polling rate and your actuation point. Because it's like magnetic, so you can tell it wherever you want the actual button to be registered on the computer. So that's really cool. Then these are just like accessories right here. Has really cool RGB and all that stuff. So, and some extra switches as well that you can probably see right here. But yeah, really solid keyboard. Excited to use it. So that's going to be for the office setup. What else we got? Logitech. It's like ever since I've been living back at home for a little bit, I've just been like taking advantage of getting anything that I feel like I'm gonna want to have or need. It's just like while I'm here, may as well just get everything I need. Well, I don't really have a budget. So this is interesting. Pretty good size. Chai, if you would excuse me, you're literally sitting on the other mouse. Okay, dude. Y'all can probably see him. All right, dude, look. I need this. Am I on the right lens? No, I'm not. I'm on the ultra-wide lens. I did not mean to be on the ultra-wide for this video. Sorry, y'all. Size comparison. I was wondering why I could see the whole sofa, which I usually can't see the whole sofa on there. So yeah, this has a lot more buttons. And I was going to get like one of those fingertip mouses, right? Where it's about like half the size. And I decided against it. Because this one had, not only did it have overnight shipping, but this has the adjustable weights at the bottom. And that's what this appears to be. Like weights in here. Let me open it up. Yeah, there they are. So I was like, okay, well, what's the point of getting like a fingertip mouse? It's supposed to be like a very light mouse. I'm not really that concerned about space. And this thing has like 25,000 polling rate or whatever, which is more than double the mouse I'm coming from. And I've been doing that with the FPS shooters and all that fun stuff too. So this should feel really instantaneous. And yeah, I think it will go well with the Aula. I'm going to make them both light blue like the ocean. That's kind of the color scheme I go for in my PC. So yeah, this should be interesting. Overall, the mouse feels good. Yeah, the stops on the scroll wheel feel amazing. And we got plenty of buttons to play around with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then pulling rate, I believe, and then you got the click right there too. So it all feels really nice and intuitive. Yeah, this should be fun. This should be fun. May even get me back into shooter games again. We'll have to see. Alright, so many boxes. Christmas came early. Do I have anything else? So yeah, I got the gaming mouse pad. So let me show you all what I'm coming from to really understand why why I needed the change, and kind of a warning to anyone buying a mouse pad like this. So this has more of that, and hold on, let me switch the lens back to what it's supposed to be so you can see this better. This has that like leather texture to it, and it's terrible. It has no glide whatsoever, and it just feels really sticky. The focus got off again, but yeah, it just feels really sticky and unpleasant to use. It's not a cloth at all. Can't remember exactly who I got this from, but anytime I look at a mouse pad, I make sure it's not that leather texture because it's just terrible. So let's open this up. You know what, let me go back to the wide. The wide's pretty good. It's just not the most high quality lens on the iPhone. So I try to go out of my way to do the 24mm because that has the best quality. And then 48mm has the same-ish quality, but just punched in a little bit more. Yeah, look at that. This is what you want. You want that fabric look to it right there. That's going to make your mouse glide like ice. That, and it doesn't take forever and a year for it to flatten out on your desk, so that's another huge advantage. But yeah, having a good mouse pad is really important for any gaming setup, and I'll even argue even a business setup too. It just feels better to use. And if you're sitting on a desk 8 hours a day, even if you are at home, you want something that feels really effortless and easy to use and just comfortable. So anyway, that's all the stuff. Got a mouse pad, and I got a gaming keyboard for business use. And Chaz is using the mouse more than I am already. But anyway, thank you all for watching as always. Maybe I'll do individual reviews of this stuff in more detail. We'll have to see. All right, what's up? So, a bit of an update for all those products. I wasn't going to record this, but I thought it would be a bit helpful to tell you all what I decided to do with some of the stuff in this video. So, first of all, I got rid of the, well, I didn't get rid of, I returned the mouse, I returned the keyboard, but I kept the mouse pad, which is in my gaming setup. The mouse was a little bit heavy, and I felt like some of the buttons, it wasn't very intuitive how exactly I could use them and program them. And I was just like, yeah, it's a bit heavier than the Logitech mouse that I was already using, and it was perfectly fine too. I didn't really notice too much of a difference in performance, so I decided to return it. And plus I was going to use the Logitech mouse that I had to. Chai's already destroyed this. I had this for one day. I decided to use the Logitech mouse that I had for the gaming setup, and I bought a second one thinking, okay, I'm going to use it with my Mac, which is my work computer over here. And ultimately, I was just like, it's not really worth it. I really enjoy using the trackpad anyway. I don't really need the mouse for the kind of work that I do, and I don't need the separate keyboard either. The keyboard was awesome. I loved it a ton, but I decided like, okay, if I'm going to have a keyboard like this, and the whole idea of it was to be a 60% and be as good on space as possible, then why am I adding extra buttons to it like an arrow key when I really don't need them? So I decided to return that before that spiraled into, okay, like I decided to downsize and now I want to upsize again. And I didn't want it to be that like counterintuitive. So I was like, what's the point? Let's return that, get my money back. What else? I kept the mouse pad. The mouse pad is good. And yeah, that's really all there is to say about it. Yeah, mousepad's pretty straight, so that's the one thing out of this order that I did keep. But anyway, what, you done because you destroyed it? Yeah, you destroyed this thing, dude. I don't think we can play with this anymore. Gonna have to get you another one. Yeah. Thank you for watching as always. And more soon.